self-mobilization for your metatarsal bones. So your metatarsal bones are the bones in your feet that are sort of the extensions of your toes. And I say that because your foot sort of starts right here and your toes end right there, or your toes and your foot sort of intersect right here. But the toes actually have extensions called metatarsals. In folks who run, sometimes what can happen, or folks who walk or move around otherwise, but have some foot pain, sometimes what happens is this metatarsal bone gets really stiff on the bone that's right next to it, the medial cuneiform, or even the medial cuneiform gets stiff on the bone behind it, the navicular, or in the case of a lot of folks, this whole thing gets stiff and doesn't move well, which can cause some arch pain, can cause some big toe pain, can cause ankle pain and other things, just depending on sort of what the weak link in the chain is. But I'm going to show you a way to mobilize your own metatarsal. So what you're going to do is you're going to have a stabilizing hand, then you're going to have a mobilizing hand. The stabilizing hand is going to go sort of right at the middle of your foot. If you want to be super precise on this, or you know some anatomy, you can start at the base of your big toe and sort of slide up to find the end of your metatarsal, and where there's a bump is where the next bone in your midfoot is, which is your medial cuneiform. So right around there, and you don't have to be right on it, but as long as you were sort of in this area and you're gonna get a little hamburger grip like that, that will work. And then with your other hand, you're gonna wiggle that bone that is at the base of your big toe up and down. And you might feel some sort of clunks and clicks. It might feel like it doesn't move very much. And in a foot that moves well, it shouldn't move very much. These joints are small and the joint surfaces are small, but there should be some movement. It shouldn't move all in one chunk. It should be able to move separately. So essentially you're grabbing this part of your foot. You can grab it either like this around the whole foot. You can grab it more specifically at the base of the big toe, and you're holding this part still with this hand and wiggling that metatarsal up and down. And again, you don't have to do this one exactly precisely to get some benefit out of it. If you know some anatomy and can feel the right spots, or a PT's checked you on doing this, it can be more helpful. But it's also good to just get some movement in your foot. So even if you're not as specific, if your hand's a little bit too far back or is farther back, you can still wiggle that metatarsal and get some good movement going and unstick your foot if it is stuck. You can also wiggle between your metatarsals like this, and that's also really, really helpful when it comes to helping loosen things up and helping a foot to move a little bit better.